This video addresses calculating value indices, the solved problem presented in the textbook for Chapter 2. It prepares students for the homework assignment. It's fairly straightforward what we're doing with value indices. We're taking a company, in this case Warsingware. They produce a specialized container for food products, and they're trying to calculate which of their customers receives the greatest value for using their product. So they do this by calculating the performance on each of 7 performance dimensions: quality, performance quality, conformance quality, delivery speed, delivery reliability, mix flexibility, cost, and volume flexibility. Then they come up with an importance ranking for each of their 2 customers so that they can calculate the value index based on the importance each customer puts on each of the performance measures. This is a pretty straightforward problem. If you don't have the information on the screen in front of you, you want to pause the video and go ahead and set up the dimensions, the performance, Sonico Foods and Greg's importance rankings, and then the headings for Sonico Foods and Greg so that we can calculate the value indices. Go ahead and do that now. All right, let's go ahead and do these calculations. Pretty straightforward. We're going to use a mixed cell reference so that we only have to type this equation one time. The first thing I'm going to do is multiply the performance ranking, and I'm going to lock the column reference on this, so put a dollar sign in front of the B, and I'm going to multiply that times the importance ranking from Sonico Foods on this performance level. When I do that, then with that locked reference, I can copy it across, and you can see that it moves the importance ranking to Greg, but it leaves the performance ranking in the performance column. That's what the mixed reference does. Now I can take these 2 values, bring them down using the autofill node. Then I'll go ahead, center that up so it's a little bit easier for you to read. I'll go ahead now and calculate the overall value index by adding up the value indices for each of the dimensions. We'll just use the sum function, add all of those. I used a relative cell reference so I can copy that across. I'll just check it by pressing F2. Yep, I'm calculating the correct total. And you can see that Sonico Foods gains the greatest value from its business with Warsingware. That's how you calculate the value indices, and that's what you'll need to do to complete the homework assignment.